is almost direct to Kosovo Secretariat. There used to be a beer parlor directly after the fence of the school. That is where my friend will tell us to go. Now, when we enter into the beer parlor with school uniform on, he will buy green bottle. How many of you know green bottle? And he will insist that if I don't take green bottle with him, he's not going to buy any other thing for me. So, I sit down. He's drinking his green bottle. Me, I'm looking at him. Sometimes when I'm able to buy water, sachet water, pure water, I will drink. Sometimes when I'm able to corner some money from home, corner. I want change it to back based on post yen. Ṣé rántí? Corner rẹ̀. Mélòó lẹ tí corner rẹ̀? Corner rẹ̀ mọ́. Criminal ni bọ̀bọ́ yẹn o. So when I'm able to corner some money, I buy Pepsi while he's drinking alcohol in school uniform. We did that repeatedly, more than one time, more than 2 times. At one SS3. What's the topic again? Aha, thank you. It got to a point, I realized that no, this boy is having a negative influence over my life. But as at that point, it was few weeks to WAEC examination. Now, it just dawned on me, that day we sat in beer parlor, right with yellow and green. And that voice just asked me, if police enters this beer parlor now, in search of criminals, and they arrest the 2 of you, what will you say? When they arrest the 2 of us, will I be saying, will they say, okay, you was Sinwabi, you were Muti? That was the first and the last time I followed Wakili. Oh, I've mentioned it publicly. To jump the fence in school uniform and in a beer parlor. A week or 2 later, exam year, my brother, my sister, Mofeli Waekyo. I was able to manage 2 C's. Every other thing was fatal. I got 2 C's in 2 prominent subjects. Who can imagine the subject I got a C? Yoruba. Yoruba kankan. Civic. Syllabus is changing. Because civic in Batiwa. Who says CRS? God bless your life. I got C in CRS. I got C. No, Yoruba ko. Government equal. English literature. Mo try. Now, nǹkan tí mò ń sọ yìí, tẹ́ ń rẹ́rìn. Ó já sí ẹ̀rín wípé ayé mi yí padà. Wakili is an Okada rider in this Oyo town. Wakili gbé mi ní Okada. Bóyá ẹ̀mẹ́ta. I'm talking about peer pressure and addiction. To the glory of God, all through the time I followed Wakili, I never tasted alcohol till tomorrow. But Wakili had punctured my intellectual capacity. Because I am a kind of person, if I don't attend lecture and you give me notes, I will not do well in examination. If I attend lecture and I don't read notes, I will do well in examination. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So I was skipping classes because of Wakili. Now, if you are from Olivet, raise up your hands. God bless you. Put down your hands. I'm sorry, this is not Olivet's conference. But I want to tell you something. If you are not from Olivet, if you are from a public school, which is not Olivet, listen carefully. When you want to gain admission, a lot of times, those who have higher grades in their common entrance are sent to Olivet. Those who have lesser grades are sent elsewhere. If you are a serious student in a school that is not serious, you might end up coming out as an unserious student. Because people around you can influence you positively or negatively. I live in Araromi, and I see that during school hour, you will hardly see students from Olivet roaming around the streets. But students from other schools, you can see them in the stadium. You can see them where they are playing snooker, especially this school. Me dako, abishimo dako. I've used all this to explain to you the power of influence. I happen to be very intelligent in school, but because I mixed up myself with a bad friend, I failed my WAEC. I had to sit again. And this time around, I had to go to Fiditi. Benny. The price I paid for a bad friend was 1 year extra. Me maboya nkate monso boya onye yin. Shon yin. The price for a bad friend, SS2, SS3, is that 1 year. For some other people, it may be 10 years they will use to sang besena. Let's read this scripture. Though it's not a church, but I want you to write down. If you're a Christian, you can write. If you're a Muslim, no problem. 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4 and verse 5. 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4 and 5. Okay, some people are with their Bible. Wow, that's nice. Please read 2 Corinthians 10, 4 and 5.
The weapons we fight with are not the weapons of the world. On the contrary, they have divine power to demolish stronghold. We demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God. And we take captive every thought to make it obedient to Christ.
God bless you. I'm impressed with you. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of God, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ. Now, we live in a generation where the greatest battle taking place right now is the battle for your mind. The battle for what? The battle for your mind. Now, what is the currency that is the most demanded currency in the world? Again? God bless you. You are current. Now, the commodity that is in high demand for on earth right now is the human mind. The human mind is in demand from the kingdom of light and the kingdom of darkness. These two kingdoms are interested in your mind because your mind is a weapon to build, a weapon to destroy. So it all depends on who do you submit your mind to. The person you submit your mind to will determine what will come out of your life. If you submit your mind to darkness, what will come out of your life will be darkened. If you submit your mind to light, what will come out of your mind will be things that are full of light. So your mind is in high demand. Your mind is a scarce commodity that the kingdom of light and the kingdom of darkness are interested in your mind. Now, the issue now is that the kingdom of darkness has several channels by which they are buying your mind. Not many years ago, some years ago, there were some people going from street to street buying old televisions of 80s and 90s. Some of you don't know it. There's that television that is like wardrobe. Apart from black and white, wardrobe ni. Onilekun, eshisi apa kini, eshisi apa keji. Pako ni. Olese merin. You don't need to count table phone. They were going about buying all those olden days television because they said there is something inside that television that is not available again. So they are going everywhere buying those old televisions. Now, because you don't know what is inside the television, you can easily sell it to them at any price. I remember our own is still somewhere there. It's no longer useful. Now, the way they are going about buying old TVs, that is the same way the angel of light and the angel of darkness are going about looking for minds. Tell yourself, my mind will not be corrupted. Now, we need to understand the human soul. Now, the human soul has 3 compartments. The human soul has 3 compartments. Thank you. I just said something right now. The human soul has how many compartments? 3 compartments. Now, the first one is your mind. Your mind. Open brackets. Where your thoughts comes from. Where your thoughts comes from. The mind. Number 2 is your will. W-I-L-L. Your will. Now, that's where you make your choices. The first one is what? What comes from our mind? Thoughts. Good. Number 2 is your what? Will. What comes out of your will? Choices. Now, number 3 is your emotions. Now, that's where your feelings comes from. So, can we mention the 3 compartments again? Again, mind, will, and emotions. Now, these are the 3 compartments of your soul. S-O-U-L. These are the 3 compartments of your soul. Your soul is in high demand. The kingdom of light is interested in your soul. The kingdom of darkness is also interested in your soul. Matthew 22 verse 37 says, "Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul and with all thy mind." Both God and Satan is interested in your soul. Say it again. Both God and Satan is interested in your soul. That is why a scripture says that what will it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his what? Good. Please come. As beautiful as this girl is, as light complexion as this girl is, as well structured our body is, all of these are not important. The most important aspect of this girl is our soul. Now, one strange thing is that if we take this girl into the laboratory and we open her up, we cannot bring out our soul. Or can we bring out our soul? Come on, respond please. We can't bring out our soul, but she has a soul. Now, our soul is not our heart that pumps blood. Our soul is not our brain that regulates the activities of the body. Our soul is part of her, but it is not a visible object that you can touch. Do you understand? If you don't understand, I can repeat. You understand? Okay. Now, that's how important the soul is. Now, let's move ahead. Your soul receives through your senses. Your soul receives through your senses. Your soul receives through your senses. Now, if I want to feed my soul, the way I am going to fill my soul is through my senses. How many sense organs do we have? Can we mention? Okay. Now, these are the basic organs of senses. Now, all these organs of senses, they are feeding your soul. Just as your mouth is feeding your stomach, your 5 senses are feeding your soul. So what you are feeding your soul will come out of your life eventually. Please listen. I've just said that your soul receives from your what? Your senses. Good. Now let me help you understand this statement. If you will turn out good or bad, it all depends on what you are exposed to, what you see, what you hear, what you relate with. Do you understand? Now, I used to have somebody that lived in Oyo some times ago, and the person relocated to, I think, UK. Now, it's just about 2 years. When I heard the children talk, Hero Biboya wọ́n ti gbé bẹ̀ fún 10 years. Ibo wọ́n ti yàtọ̀.